Alrighty, recording. So, hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video, and this thumbnail kind of ruining it. I can't even talk. Don King in the thumbnail kind of irritates me, but we're not gonna let him ruin this video. We're gonna check out my favorite Mike Tyson. This video is called "When Tyson Petrified Michael Spinks." Tyson's undisputed showdown with Michael Spinks, it says in the description. So I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into this video. Dirty donking. Oh, right, you guys. Let's see. Shish.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on BLTV Classic.
I feel my will is invincible.
On today's video, we look back at one of the most memorable nights in Tyson's career. A night where boxing skills were put to one side as the raw emotion of anxiety, fear, and intimidation determined the bout's outcome before the first bell rang.
What happened to what do you call this in English? Like throat? Neck.
From a psychological aspect, it was one of the most ingenious but ruthless pre-fight strategies the boxing world had ever seen.
That's it. I remember that one from another video. Serious now though.
The most difficult part about fighting is the training, because believe it or not, the easy part about fighting is the fighting.
Again, a right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson.
Being one of the most well-honed, conditioned, and aesthetically pleasing heavyweights in history doesn't boil down to a gift from God or natural talent. In fact, that notion is disrespectful and diminishes the reality of what achieving near boxing perfection takes. Unconditional loyalty to the game, training, and nutrition, while setting new standards for what qualifies as hard work. A day in the life of Tyson during a training camp started at 4 a.m. No alarm clock. His body just knows. After some stretching, he
Who is like that? I'm like that too. I have like a natural alarm. Who got that?
rode for a 10-kilometer run at a decent pace before returning to bed for a quick nap.
Crazy.
Once awake, a nutritional breakfast is washed down with a liter of water and a handful of supplements such as magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, and B complex.
Do you guys
By
take
noon,
supplements?
the
I
hard work
don't.
began. Strictly boxing-related
omega-3
work for the next 2 hours, including mitt work, speed, and heavy back routines. Finished off with 15 rounds of interval sparring against the usual gym rats in James Broad and Oliver McCall.
Oh, he should be happy he gets
For
smacked.
lunch, boiled chicken and rice or steak and pasta were the go-tos, often pre-prepared by Customato's wife Camille in the
Customato.
morning. To keep his energy levels high, Tyson drank natural fruit juices with every meal. Following his lunch,
Oh, that was cuz.
he was back to the gym to practice more boxing drills with Kevin Rooney, often utilizing the slip bag
There's
to
cuz
perfect
in the
Tyson's
background.
peekaboo style.
You have to try to be elusive. See, as long as the fighter's trying to be elusive, you're gonna be all right. That's what I emphasize. That's what we're trying to. That's what we got over
Had good
everybody else.
people
Mike
around
would then
him
round
back
off his
then.
afternoon with an hour of stationary bike work to loosen his muscles before a grueling 2-hour bodyweight exercise routine that involved 500 squats, 500 sit-ups, 350 push-ups, and innovative trap and neck workouts to increase his punch resistance until his third
Whoa.
and final meal of the day at 7 p.m. After dinner, Tyson would often warm down with a light jog or long walk before spending his evening studying his next opponent with Kevin Rooney, or consuming media regarding his favorite fighters of the past. By 9 o'clock, it was lights out, and he'd repeat this routine with little variance 6 days a week for 1 month straight, leading up to his next fight.
My favorite part about training is then when the training's over and then it's time to fight, and I know I'm in supreme shape and then no one's gonna beat me.
Oh,
This level of
I believe it.
high-intensity training is rare, even among the all-time
Crazy
greats.
routine.
Yet, just over 1,000 miles away in St. Louis, Missouri, Tyson's next opponent, Michael Spinks, shared an equal desire in preparation for battle.
Our conditioning training should be harder than what you experience in the ring.
Spinks' approach to training was more geared toward extreme conditioning, utilizing newly formed explosive routines to help prepare him for the sport's stop-and-start element. Whether it was boxing or conditioning training, he'd always rest for 1 minute and then explode until exhaustion for the day.
trying to get a high-pitched voice. Why am I looking myself in the mirror?
match 3. That made him a machine that could turn up the pace at any moment over the course of 12 rounds. And of course, he needed to prepare for every fight at heavyweight like this because despite packing the ability to clean someone's clock, he was a natural light heavyweight that could no longer rely on his power to dispatch his opponents. Rather, his work rate and boxing acumen were needed to beat his competitors over the distance, as he had his previous 31 opponents, including the great Larry Holmes.
I have been hit hard by some heavyweights. Found no pleasure in it.
While Tyson and Spinks were similar in their physical preparation and the credentials they brought to the ring, their personalities and mindsets couldn't have been any further removed.
I didn't care that this was love beyond compare.
Spinks was an easygoing guy who could find a reason to smile even in the bleakest moments, while Tyson, on the other hand,
Gotta love
presented
a
a non-approachable,
sense of humor.
all-business persona to reflect the fear he was feeling onto those around him. And Spinks felt that fear, as was evident at the presser a few days out for the fight.
The man is not cooperative at all. He's not going to stand there and let me just wail away at his,
Whatever he does, I'm confident I'll be successful.
Wait, was that guy eating next to him? He was like, look, he was eating.
Honestly,
Having a steak.
It feels good to still have some terror in my life. I mean, something that really frightens me.
Well, it's just the majority of it, everything's just bullshit. I just want to fight, and as soon as possible.
They're definitely eating. I can hear the plates.
Spinks was an oddball, not easily read from a psychological point of view. However, during the entire build-up to Tyson, something was off. He constantly mentioned the fear of losing and possible retirement, despite being well accomplished, undefeated, and still in his prime years as a heavyweight.
You can always have your doubts, and
Should
you
I
can
say that
even
before
say to yourself that I don't think I'm going to win.
Different tactic. For the
Tyson met Spinks at around 10 p.m. on June 11,
Little Trump.
1988, or at least that's how the fans remember.
Ali.
In reality, Team Tyson
Jordan?
got to work around 9
Okay,
p.m.,
everyone was
starting
there
off with
basically.
Kevin Rooney, Tyson's trainer at the time, telling his man that he had just placed both of their purses for the fight on a bet that saw Mike win by first-round knockout. It's unclear whether Tyson thought it to be true, but Rooney later confirmed he did indeed relay that information to Tyson as they prepared backstage.
This guy is the strongest, most intimidating fighter since Sonny Liston.
As showtime approached, Tyson was set to
Sonny,
enter the
we
ring
checked
first,
him out.
but then, in an unprecedented moment of madness, as he walked past Spinks' locker room, he punched a hole in the wall that shook up everyone nearby. More so the guys on the other side of the wall in Team Spinks.
Oh yeah.
And he's punching, standing there. He and Rooney's putting something on. He's punching holes in the wall. I'm like to myself, oh no. This guy's getting ready to fight my guy, my little guy. And he's punching holes in the wall before he goes out the
Wait, I've seen this.
Oh no.
Oh, this will never
Tyson
get old.
entered the ring as the undisputed heavyweight champion with a record of 34-0, including knockouts. Spinks entered moments later, also undefeated in 31 fights and recognized
That
as
was
the
bad
lineal
when
champion
like
by
your
ring
guy
number
on the
8.
side is
Yet
sweating.
his aura
He's
was
like,
that of a man fighting for the first time, stiff,
Hold on.
expressionless, and cold. He was clearly shaken up by not only the occasion, but Tyson's intimidating antics before the fight.
Michael Spinks
He's got a napkin.
white trunks with the
Ooh.
white trim, the white shoes, and we're just about ready
I don't
to go.
blame him.
The opening bell.
I
Let's see
just
what's
love
happening.
his honesty.
Tyson attacks immediately, cuts off the ring, throws a wild right hand, but Tyson walks right through it. Tyson showing no fear, no respect at all.
Oh, this whole time I forgot about
Absolutely
Donkey and
no fear,
Thumbnail.
no
Oh,
respect by Tyson for any jab or
Let's
anything
focus
that
now.
Mike Spinks can do against the guy that hadn't fought in a long time in Jerry Cooney. The right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number 1. Vicious shots to the body. Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut. Body shot. Down goes. Mike Spinks for the first
he's
time.
respectable.
It was an erratic start from Tyson as he pounced on a visually shook-up Spinks from the get-go, landing short, precise, and powerful hooks that broke his man down in a matter of seconds.
That was a body shot that took him down. Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think he'll get up from this. Mike Spinks is laying flat on his back. He won't be able to do it. It's all over. Mike Tyson has won it.
91 seconds is all it took for Tyson to
Sheesh.
dispatch, by every metric possible, the greatest threat to his throne across the entire heavyweight landscape. An astronomical feat in boxing history. Nothing makes a more significant statement than a first-round knockout at this level. It was truly the night he became the baddest man on the planet.
Mike, congratulations. Did you have any premonition that it would end this fast?
My trainer told me before I left, I bet both of our person that you knock him out in the first round. So I thought he was serious, because just now he said he was lying. And so I went out and knocked him out in the first round.
There's an old saying in boxing, the moment you contemplate retirement, you're finished. And that was the case for Spinks, who in the direct aftermath called it a day to what was a fantastic career as a whole, but unfortunately overshadowed by a night that every elite boxer fears the most, one where everything goes wrong. And deep down, you know if you could have dealt with the fear and anxiety in a different way, perhaps the history books would read an entirely alternate story.
Only one you didn't get rid of was Mike Tyson. He knocked you out 91 seconds. Have you ever wanted to avenge that loss?
No, I just, not really, you know. I lost one time, so I mean, I can let him have that. You know.
Spinks was a brilliant fighter with a fascinating career, and that's a story I promised to tell in a future video on this channel, perhaps in a Spinks v. Holmes recap down the line. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Nah, he seemed like a good person, good attitude, got a smile, humor.
Signing off.
Took it with class.
How would you have him fight Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I would say cancel the fight. Unless you plan on making this your last fight.
Nah, that was crazy. He said that, and that was his last. Sheesh. I just want to say one thing with that dirty Don King, first of all. Like, if someone is only there when you're winning, next to you when things are going well, and only there when you're winning, you see him, something is wrong. He's nowhere to be found when you might need the person the most, and when you need some kind of support. When things doesn't go well, they're gone. They're nowhere to be seen. That's Don King right there. But anyways, let's focus on the good. I enjoyed this video. Some moments I've already seen, but I can see it over and over again. Love it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one too. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of good stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye.